Hi, I'm Grant Threlkild, and this is my ADL 850, Module 1. A little bit about me. I have just completed my 15th year in education, 9 years as a paraprofessional, and just completed my 6th year of teaching. All of my experience has been in special education, primarily with students with IQs in the 55 to 70 range, or students with intellectual disabilities, autism, um, traumatic brain injuries, amongst others. I am a diehard KU fan. I spend far too much time reading about KU recruiting and just how people think their seasons are going to go. I pay special attention to football and basketball and will debate anyone who doesn't think that they're the greatest in everything. I might have my crimson and blue glasses on, though. I also am a big supporter of Mountain Dew, partially just because of the caffeine and how it keeps me going on some of the tougher days. Sometimes I think my blood runs green. When it comes to my perception of how school administrators show that they know law in the Goddard district where I've been working, is that most of the presentations about the law are done at the beginning of the year with yearly presentations such as harassment or bullying or appropriate boundaries. And recently there's been a push about Jason's Law to make sure that school staff understand and know what to look for students who may be struggling with some mental health issues. When it comes to the special education side of things, that there are yearly presentations of updates on special education law. Recently, the major focus has been on the Andrew F. case, which raised the bar for what was adequate progress for students with special education. When it comes to my own knowledge of policies and school law, on the general education side of things, my knowledge is limited. I read through the handbooks to know what the expectations are for myself, but I often don't seek out any other additional information or how policies change or uh, what are the repercussions. I often rely on the school administration at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of the year in services to keep me up to date. When it comes to special education law, I'm much more passionate about it, and so I want to learn more about how different laws and policies directly affect me, my students, and their families. And so I'll spend more time looking into uh, those particular cases. When it comes to my plan for moving forward, the first thing that I need to do is to spend more time with those who are knowledgeable about different policies and how changes are made within the school setting and outside of the school setting. And those who uh, are in charge of making the rules, and then those who are in charge of enforcing the rules, especially when it comes to things like discipline uh, and how to make sure that we are being fair within the law while still upholding the procedures. The other component is to stay up to date on what are the hot topic issues. On my own Twitter feed, on educational websites, I'll often post about different cases that may be going through or different hot spots in education, and frequently I scroll past them because I'm not necessarily looking for that at that moment. And in order to better prepare myself for as a future administrator, I'd need to pay more attention to that. And then also participating in conversations about school policy to ensure that I know what is happening and can better advocate for myself, my classroom, school community, and my students to be able to ensure that the changes taking place are appropriate changes that will benefit all in the end. I look forward to learning with and from all of you. Thanks.